level 1 to the skies above. From the kiln to the clouds. This one's for the ones who never log off. Team Swerve, let's rise. Yeah. Started at the bottom with a blade in hand. No armor, no luck, just a dream in the stand. Laughing through the pain, every death on stream. Now the chat's in flames, we built this team. Elder rings, fly wings, demons and gods. Ain't no script, just the truth and odds. From souls born fights to global flights. If it's got a challenge, Swerve ignites. Every hell turn to legendary, fall to flame. Chat's yelling, you got this, we ain't playing games. From Patagonian peaks to Ascender's throne. This world's too big to fly it alone. Swerve through it all, from the dungeon halls to the thunder's call. No fear, no cap, just heart on the screen. This is Team Swerve, we live that dream. Level 1 the sky so high, we grind, we fly, we never say die. From night to dawn we ride that curve. Welcome to the rise of Team Swerve. Souls-a-thon legends, every run refined. Every boss we slay is another rewind. We've walked with Maria, we've danced with the flame. Now balls is calling and it's time for the game. Flight deck glowing, sim brief loaded, world tour mode, throttles exploded. System War 7 to the ends of Earth. That's discovery, that's self-worth. No fame, no cheat, no easy way through. Just hard persistence and the whole damn crew. Chat's a cockpit, every sub's a spark. We fly together through the dark. We rise, we fall, we swerve through it all. From the dungeon halls to the thunder's call. No fear, no cap, just heart on the screen. This is Team Swerve, we live that dream. Over the sky so high, we grind, we fly, we never say die. From night to dawn we ride that curve. Welcome to the rise of Team Swerve. To every viewer who stayed through the wipe, every member who believed in the hype, every laugh, every fail, every stream at night. You made this flight, this isn't just a channel, it's a legacy in motion. It's a legacy in motion. We rise, we fall, we swerve through it all. From the dungeon halls to the thunder's call. No fear, no cap, just heart on the screen. This is Team Swerve, we live that dream. From one soul spark to a world reborn. We grind through the night, fly into the storm. Legends live where hearts don't swerve. This is the rise. From Huntsville's Team Swerve. Rise, the rise of Team Swerve. From Huntsville skies to the city of gold. Every click, every flame, every story told. This ain't luck, this is earned. Swerve forever.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This one's going to be more interesting than yesterday's. Yesterday's was a hop across the jungle, 6-hour hop across the jungle. This is going to be a much farther flight, much faster, and it's going to be epic. We got an epic departure and a smooth arrival, so it should be quite interesting. What's up, Solomon Signet in the chat already? Thanks for joining, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a really good weekend for YouTube. I don't know. I feel good about this weekend. We got a lot of subs, a lot of watch time. Not as much as some of them, but a lot. How you been doing today, Solomon? Let's jump on into the plane too. Go ahead and get. Oh wait, I was already in the plane. Sorry. I was just okay. Let's jump into the plane and go ahead and get stuff starting up here. We'll go ahead and get ground power hooked up here. Ground support, and we're gonna connect ground power. Set that. All right. So now we have ground power connected. And we will go up here to the overhead panel. Overhead panel here. Master panel, master battery. Boom. And then we're going to hit this to turn on ground power. That way we're not running down the battery. All right. Turn on the left fuel pump and get the APU started up. It will take, because it takes a few minutes to get that going. Also, we need to align our IRSs. So let's go ahead and get that going, because those take the longest stuff to do. So go ahead and get that going at the beginning. I'm gonna look down here at the FMC and internet here. So we need to tell it where our plane is right here. So IRS is not set yet, but what we can do is we're gonna go over here to the next. We're gonna grab the GPS here, go back, and our plane is sitting right there. All right. Our reference airport for today is Lima Yankee Tango Victor. So we're gonna go Lima Yankee Tango Victor as our reference airport. We don't have a gate, we're in ramp, so we're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna go ahead and put that in our origin again. And our destination airport today is Lima Sierra Zulu and hotel. Yeah, hotel. Boom. And let's request our flight plan. To be honest, you don't even have to put that in there. You can just request a flight plan and it'll automatically put it there. Oh, everything's good on my end, Solomon. Everything's going really good. I'm planning on getting a flight in early. Quick flight in. Took my son to the golf course earlier today, so he's out golfing with his friends. So I got about a couple hours to do a flight, and I go pick him back up, and then I will come back and stream a little bit more. When's your next stream, by the way? You're uploading videos, but that the Hogwarts, man. That was the weirdest looking thing, man. A chicken with freaking horse legs and a horse tail, and I was laughing. But yeah, when's your next? When are you streaming again? You said 3 days a week, right? 0 fuel weight. All right. So this kind of stuff I can get from SimBrief. This view. I'll sign in. I'm not signed in, really. Let me sign into this real quick. There was an update to this plane. I bet it signed me out when all the updates happen. All right. Flights. View. Okay, that's what we're at. So that's what we want. All right. So here we have our let's see, our reserves. Wait. There we go. Our reserves are right here. So final plus alternate. So 61 point, we're going to do 61.6 to round it up. So 61.6, 61.6 in our reserves. 0 fuel weight, I'm just going to click that twice and it'll put that in there, no problem. All right. Our wind, average wind is 302 degrees at 44 knots. So 3002 at 044 and our cruising wind here, and then our deviation, average ISA deviation, is a minus. M is minus, P is positive, minus 002. So we need to put a minus 002 and put that here. Boom. All right, execute. Now we got our information here. Go to N1 limit. We're going to skip this page for now. We'll get this cell here later. Takeoff. We're going to go 5 flaps. And our center of gravity is there. Okay. Perfect. Now for our departure, we will do, let's go back here. We're going to actually go over to Navigraph. It's on SimBrief too, but it's easier for me to read it on this than it is on, so I'm going to unload that. Import from SimBrief. Okay. All right. Doesn't seem to be loading very well. I'll pull it over on the other screen from my computer then. Make it easier. Let me put display. And we'll do this. Alright. So here, this right here is what we could read this and get the same information. So if I was to go here, see this. So I'm gonna go to Nick 1Z departure. Oh, there it is. Nick 1Z departure. There. No transition. Okay. Runway is 32, so that's fine. So accept that. And then I'm gonna go here, my arrival. My arrival, if I look here at the end, runway 14. So we're gonna take the ILS 14. The transition. Okay, so hang on, Negro 2. And this is where I get confused because I don't have the approach in here, so I'm going to import this into the charts. This is what I was trying to get to a second ago. All right, so on the approaches, I'm going to put the ILS 14. And we will go from, where are we going to go from? To be honest, it doesn't matter to me. Actually, that goes there. There. And then around. What's it doing? Yeah, then around. Why does it do that, I wonder? Let's go to this one, I think. This is better. We're going to be at. Yeah, I like this one better. Boom. Okay. So now we have the ILS 14 with the AIM 14 transition. So we select that transition and we're going to accept that or execute that. Now we have our route set up. Make sure there's no discontinuities. Wow, we look good. All right, perfect. Now, let's go back up here real quick. Earlier we put the APU on, so let's switch over to the APU. Alright. And we can kill ground power now. Don't need ground power anymore. What do we need to do next? Okay. Next we will go over here to the computer and do our weight and balance, performance, or whatever it's called. All right. So we're going to copy the FMC data. It's going to put all the stuff in here that we already put in that computer on the other side. And then we're going to go to weight balance. And we're going to, let me see if I can move this out of the way so you can see the computer a little bit better. Maybe right there. Boom. All right. So we will go back into here. We have 178 passengers today. It's a full flight. And sorry, I can't see the chat right now. Oh yeah, I can over here. I was streaming this Wednesday. Nice. Oh, you gonna do a Thanksgiving stream? Nice. I'll probably do one too eventually, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Cool. All right, cargo, we're going to put in. So here we have 6,230. So I'm just going to divide that by 2. So we have 3,115. Right? 3,115. To balance that out, makes it easy. Fuel. Total fuel, our block fuel here, we have 16,940 pounds of fuel. So 16,940 pounds of fuel. Our taxi, we always put 420 in here. It's not the number I picked. This is an actual number, so before all the people start laughing at me. This is an actual number from not me. View PDF. So this is what we was looking at earlier on the other screen. So our trip, so 9090 is our planned fuel. 9090. And then we'll set a fuel, set the payload, and complete. Now we should be able to put AC is going to be on and anti-ice will be off for the takeoff. Now we have our cell temp of 33 here. So earlier I said we was going to come back to that one page. $33. Let's go ahead and set our flaps to 5. That was 1, 2. All right, so flaps at 5. To be honest, I'm supposed to go to reject takeoff, but I'll keep it on that anyway. All right. Trying to think, have we missed anything yet? I don't think so. Alright, so let's get ATC involved here. Okay, go ahead and take this off now. We don't need this.
Negative, the approach is unattended. Vision Jet 69er Yankee.
Vision Jet 69er Yankee, understood. Continue on your present heading climb and maintain flight level 310. Report when level.
Climb maintain flight level 310, report reach.
Tivat Center, this is American 1776, looking to pick up an IFR clearance to Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
All right.
Skyhawk Whiskey 256, Zagreb radar, clear to Zurich via the Niki 1 Zulu departure runway 32. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 125.39er squawk 4446.
I had to change it to the sim brief call sign. It was calling me Skyhawk Whiskey 256 from the yesterday's flight. All right, it's fine, but we got it. So now, let's see. I gotta repeat that back. American 1776 is cleared to Zurich via the Niki Z departure. Departure is runway 32. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departures on 125.39, and I'm squawking 4446 for American 1776. Alright, so let's put that in.
American 1776, read back correct.
Read back correct. Alright, we are squawking 4446. Alright. 4446. Departure. We are good. Do I need to ask ramp for a
Ladies and
position
gentlemen,
to
welcome aboard American
start?
Airlines Flight 1776.
Zurich ramp. Do I need to? Sorry, Tivat ramp. Do I need to request push start with you or tower?
Congress de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid.
I think that's
And I am joined
them.
by my wonderful crew today.
Ground to flight
We
deck.
kindly ask you to take your seats according to your
tower.
boarding passes and stow your hand luggage
Okay,
in
with
the
tower.
overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our
Tivat Tower. This is American 1776 requesting permission for pushback start.
American 1776, pushback approved. Face southeast.
How you like that call sign, Solomon?
Learjet 8 Julia November contact departure on 136.275.
Southeast will be
Departure 136.275.
Right.
Learjet 8 Julia November.
Departure, Vision Jet 638, flight level 200.
Vision Jet 69er Yankee, Tivat Tower climb and maintain flight level 310.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
it should ask me to put the parking brake in a second.
Starship 44 Lima requesting taxi.
Starship 44
Release
Lima,
parking brakes.
say again, please.
Commencing push.
Lima
All
requesting
engines
taxi.
clear. Start at will.
Runway 32, taxi Alpha Bravo, Starship 44 Lima.
So she said I could start now, so let's put this at 4,000 like I said before I forget. 4,000 there. I'm gonna go ahead and start the right engine. Go ahead and get it spooling. Turn off light. On here. So now we're looking at this right here on the screen. This engine spooling up. So once it gets done motoring, we'll add fuel. All right, so let's throw some fuel in there. That thing should spool up. Ooh.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Okay.
Tivat over Amber Bomber
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard American
Now we'll do the
Airlines
same
Flight
with the other one.
1776.
I know.
Departing from Tivat and heading to Zurich. My name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de la Torre.
What's his name?
Alcalde municipal del Real Madrid, and I am joined by my wonderful crew today. We
His
kindly
name
ask you
was
to
so
take your
long.
seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing American Airlines.
All right,
and we
that
hope
one's
you have
done
a
motoring.
pleasant
We'll add
flight.
fuel.
Gracias.
Nice. All right, we got a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Tower Director, Uniform Lima, Oscar Echo, requesting iFly clearance to Belgrade.
Tow truck disconnected.
Yeah, Nikki for Tango departure, initial climb
Clear.
10,000 feet, runway 32, departure 125.39.
So now let's switch over. We need to switch the power over from the APU to the engine now. Alright, so now we can turn the APU off. And then we can take the bleed off, add bleed to the engines, and then put the air on. Because the air is going to keep the cabin pressurized when we start to climb. Probably should already have these lights on. At that collision on, taxi on.
Swiss 902 tree contact departure on 136.275.
Oh, that's good. The only one I know I haven't hit yet is the yaw
Turkish
dampener.
1096. You'll stay with me for departure.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me get it right.
Departure 1096.
There we go. Yaw dampener. Turn that on. All lights are extinguished now, just like in the Airbus does. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we are ready, guys. I don't know if there's anything that we are missing that I can think of. Why is flaps at 10? Flap should be a 5. Okay. All right, so let's get going. Tivat Tower, this is American 1776. Looking for taxi instructions to runway 32 for departure. Hey, cats and dogs, how's it going?
Taxi to runway 32 via ABVOS 14.
We finally in a different plane, Cat. We in the big boy. Taxi runway 32 via Alpha, Bravo. How does it say runway 14? Oh, and then runway 14. Okay, I get it. I'm at the backtrack. Alright, so let me pull up my chart real quick over here. Charts, taxi. So I need to go backtrack all the way down to the other end.
Tower, good evening, Vision Jet 74. With your request clearance to Scovia, Lima, Juliet, Papa 2.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Man, he should have pointed me the other way. It'd have been so much easier to get pointed the other way.
Sierra Mike 47.
Okay.
With you.
Let's just do some flight control checks because yesterday.
Lima, J,
Yeah, see,
Papa
I have no
2.
flight controls. I don't know what's happening, why it keeps doing this, but this happened yesterday and I couldn't take off. Like, controls, yoke. There we go. I just want to do trim. Elevator trim. There.
Startup approach and departure runway change to 32 Tibat 7 Lima Bravo. Tivat Tower, good afternoon, Vilot 4000. We are requesting IFR clearance to Pula Asphalt.
Okay. We got flight control. I don't have my. That game I was playing last night, I had to disconnect my throttle. Wait, I don't even see a throttle. Hang on. We can do it without it. There it is.
Tivat Tower, enter 017. But we are on this frequency 118.0.
Ah, we're good.
017, contact Tivat Tower on 118.0 for landing clearance.
But we are already on 118.0.
Hey, Ice Queen Gaming, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Yeah, that's a generic thing that that asks if it's your first time here, chat or sub or whatever. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. We are taking off from we're over close to like Italy area. I can't remember exactly what the country is. It might be Slovakia, maybe? We are taking off. Let me look real quick. We are in.
Please request.
Top Swiss 1570.
No, we're on the other side of the sea from Italy. What is this? What is this?
With information on board. Request IFR clearance to Orio.
They don't have the country here, so let's see, map. Oh well, okay, I don't know which one it is. Auto IFR, there we go. It's whatever's on the other side of the sea. And we're going to be flying down, north, up toward the Swiss. Up towards Switzerland. Alright? And let's see. Our departure. We are on the Nika Z.
Lima Oscar Echo. Contact departure on 125.39er.
We're going to have to request backtrack approval. Alright, here we go. Tivat Tower, this is American 1776, holding short, runway 15. Need backtrack request to runway 32.
American 1776, runway 32, backtrack approved.
Runway 32, backtrack approved, American 1776. Alright. So we've been approved to taxi the wrong way down the runway.
1776, negative. You are cleared to backtrack. Runway 32, please confirm.
Roger, runway 32, backtrack approved. American 1776. Alright, so let's backtrack down this runway a little bit. We'll speed up here in just a second, a little bit. Can't go too fast though, you'll get in trouble. Let's hit a little bit of throttle, a little bit of speed. We're not going down the runway this slow. So this departure is going to be, we're going to take off, and then we're going to make like a left-hand turn. Then we're going to make another left-hand turn, just kind of circle around and go back, and then head out toward the north. I don't remember what let me see what our cruising altitude is. We will be cruising today at 30,000 feet. Looks like. So not too bad, not too high. I mean, 30,000 feet is 30,000 feet, but it's not 42 or something like that, you know. How many are you guys interested in aviation? I know Solomon, I know you've already answered, but Ice Queen Gaming, are you at all interested in airplanes and stuff? Or what kind of? It's very interesting actually. Like if you're actually doing it, I'm not sure. It's once you get into it, you can get kind of interested in it. But later on tonight, we'll be back on Elden Ring, I think. I know you are, Cat. That's why I didn't even ask you. You told me already.
Departure from 125.39 squawk 1625. I'm Bravo 19.
Oh no, there's a plane coming in, look. I was backtrack. He told me I could backtrack. And then he let a plane come in over my head. That was kind of dangerous, wasn't it? Spin this bad boy around.
Climbing to flight level 170, Yankee November Charlie. Climb to 17,000 feet, Yankee November Charlie. Why are you staying 17,000 feet if transition level is 100?
Alright, let's see. Ooh. We'll straighten up when we get there. Alright. Tivat Tower, American 1776, holding short runway 32, ready for takeoff.
American 1776, runway 32, hold short, 737 on the runway.
I am the 737 on the runway. Alright, I'm taking off. I think he wants me to take off. Saying takeoff config is not right, but
American 1776, runway 14, winds 140 at 7, clear
rotate.
for takeoff. Hello 5467, taxi to the gate. Hello 5467, taxi to parking via Bravo Alpha. Hello 5467.
Gear up.
American 1776, contact departure on 125.39er.
Over to departure on 1.5.39er, American 1776.
Tivat Tower, enter 017.
Let's see. Alright, coming down, removing flaps.
Contact Tivat
One
Tower
flap.
118.0 for further instructions.
Tivat departure, American 1776. Just took off runway 32, altitude 2500, climbing 4000. Gets really busy on takeoff.
American 1776, Tivat approach identified. Climb via the SID to flight level 100.
Climb via the SID to flight level 100, American 1776. Alright, we can't see anything. We are in the clouds. Let's give us a little bit of wiper action here so we can see what's going on out there.
1776, contact Belgrade radar on 132.035.
Over to Belgrade, radar on 132.035 for American 1776. See ya.
Right.
Volgograd radar. This American 1776. 4,000 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
American 1776. Belgrade radar. Identified. Zdravo. Tivat QNH 1012.
Well, that's a pretty plane, man. Even though the weather's horrible in this area right now.
Air France 567, Belgrade radar. Contact Zagreb radar on 126.635.
Contact Zagreb radar on 126.635, Air France 567 heavy.
We are out of here, guys. Maybe we'll get above the clouds here in a minute. We still holding that 4,000 right now because we're still within the restricted area.
Climbing to flight level 240, 825 Papa.
Woo! Yeah, why is it not going up? I don't know why it didn't. Alright, we're gonna climb 10,000 now. And we're going fast too, boy. It's climbing. I think it was late, maybe. We got mountains coming. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been horrendous. Alright, they've only gave me 10,000 so far. My flight plan says I should be at 20 by now. No, wait, I'm not. No, sorry. I should be at 10 by now. Okay. So we're good. So in 17 nautical miles, I should have been at 10.
American 1776, Belgrade radar, climb flight level 200.
Belgrade radar, Ryanair, Kilo Bravo, flight level 330. Good morning.
Ryanair Kilo Bravo, Belgrade radar, identified. Good morning.
Climb to flight level 200 for American 1776. Yeah, they gave me 200 just now. I missed it. I didn't hear it. But we'll stay at. Actually, we could go ahead and go. So what I do,
the lavatories are now available, and
I change it to flight level change until it starts, and then I say, okay, now go.
So
The
please sit
VNAV.
back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you for choosing American Airlines, and we hope you have a pleasant journey. Gracias.
Alright, so now we should start climbing above the weather, hopefully. We're gaining another 10,000 feet at least. Whether we get above the weather or not, I'm not sure. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. Am I about to crash? No. Okay. Just making sure I wasn't needing to de-ice the plane or anything like that. 'Cause we're gonna be we're almost at 20,000. And we're still gonna be in the clouds. Maybe I should request more. I don't know how high those clouds go though. We're gonna go to radar. How high are the cloud tops where we're at? Do you have any reports?
Captain, Alejandro here. There's been a situation in the cabin. A passenger's medical equipment has malfunctioned. It appears they were using a portable oxygen concentrator and it suddenly stopped working. The passenger is feeling a bit anxious, but they are stable for now. I'm attending to them and would like your guidance on how to proceed, por favor.
Understood. Keep them comfortable. Make sure. Just let me know if anything major happens. But as long as they're under control, then I'm okay with you handling it.
Understood, Captain. I'll keep the passengers comfortable and let you know if anything major happens. Thank you for your guidance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas García de la Torre y Poco Res del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid speaking. I want to assure you that we are here to keep you comfortable during the flight. If you need anything, please
That name just gets me every time.
Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy your flight. Gracias.
All right. I feel like it's cold, right? I should put de-ice. I don't want to fall out of the sky. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't. It might be funny for you guys, but not. Alright, the clouds are going away. And we can actually see. Perfect.
Simple takeoff on the runway line. Trim set right, it's go time. Symphonetic in the chat, going wild. XP72, you crazy child. John Beckett Tower, voice so clean, cleared for takeoff. Living the dream, we're climbing out smooth, no stress, no rush. Except when I forget the flaps. Shh, hush. Sim brief out, batons live. SayIntentions got me feeling alive. GTX glowing like I'm born to fly. If I slew, you didn't see it, right? We keep the blue side up. When the crosswinds hit, we don't give up. From city to city, sky to sky. Team Swerve takes flight. We aim high, keep the blue side up. Yeah, we climb as one. World tour dreams under rising sun. If you know, then you know it's in our blood. We fly, we crash,
Belgrade radar. Contact Sarajevo. Radar on 134.785.
ATC says you sure that's right. Symphonetic squad in the group flight zone. Half of us lost, but never alone. XP72 dropping tips in chat. Bro, check your mixture, you're burning bad. John Beckett laughing like here we go. Community strong, that's how we roll. One toilet from gate to gate.
No, we're not too high off the ground. We're at 20,000.
Got 1,000 miles and all night time. SayIntentions clear, skies look tough, but we're Team Swerve. That's more than enough. We keep the blue side up. From the Andes high to the island dust and briefing. Vassim's high, GTX humming. We give it all we got. Keep the blue side up. That's our way. Community strong every night, every day. No matter the weather, the climb or the
we'll save the next one for later. No, in the stream. I keep thinking about Solomon talking about get on the chicken. It was funny. They was shooting that magic at him. It was like a drive-by, but it was like magic, and he was trying to get the hell out of there. And he was like, get on the chicken.
The frequency? 166.1.
It was funny.
260, what frequency I changed them?
Ryanair 260, contact Sarajevo. Radar on 136.05. American 1776, contact Sarajevo radar on 134.785.
What did he just say? Let's see. Over to Sangio radar on 134.785 for American 1776. See ya. Sangio radar, American 1776, checking in flight level 200.
American 1776, Sarajevo radar identified. Pozdrav.
Turn them up a little bit. Radio check.
This is what the ATC audio sounds like, and next is what yours sounds like.
Radio check.
Still kind of quiet in it.
This is what the intercom sounds like. This is what the intercom sounds like.
Sarajevo radar, Swiss 402, flight level 400.
Swiss 402, radar contact.
radar, good morning, Speedbird 115,
that's better.
maintaining flight level 340.
Speedbird 115, Sarajevo radar identified. Good morning.
Yeah, that's a lot better to hear them. Man, we're not very far above this mountain peak. Pretty cool. The Swiss Alps, I think, right? I think that's where we're at. We can look at the map real quick and see where are we actually flying over. Let me put on the satellite view and then I'll put it on the screen. So this is the complete route here. So what we did at the beginning, if you remembered, we took off and we made this circle, this circle, this circle. So we was turning a lot at the beginning. And we came back across the airport and we climbed, and we kept climbing, and now we're here. I think I could put the
Yeah, like 1 Delta arrival. Could you just let us know which runway to expect as well, please? Austrian 811.
Austrian 811, contact Belgrade radar on 132.035.
So this is the longest stretch right here, and then we'll come. Ooh, there is weather in where we are headed. Holy crap! Okay, great. So where we're heading is going to be interesting. I don't know this airport. Yeah, I don't know this airport, so let's see. It's saying 14 is not used. I think that's Sebastian. Anyway, they might change our
Ryanair 1 Bravo Zulu, contact Belgrade.
Man, we are like,
on
these mountains are high as crap. When I'm doing the world tour, I'm going to have to go a different route. I'm not going to be able to get over these.
Ryanair 1 Bravo Zulu.
Interesting. Alright, so then the arrival. First we'll look at the arrival. I took the weather off. Alright, so the arrival is nothing major. We're just gonna be above 7,000 feet at Amki. That's the only requirement. And then our approach is kind of insane, man. We can go ahead and set this guy up. I don't know if I want to though. It's such a nice view right now on the. This world's so massive, man. That just freaking mountain, man. That's got to be about 15,000 feet. I could add the tour guide and ask her. Hey Sarah, how tall are these mountain tops right here? It looks like we're only like, what, 5,000 feet above them?
Since there are no notable points of interest directly beneath us, let me share something about the closest city, Livno. Livno is one of the oldest settlements in Montenegro, dating back to the 9th century. Illyrian, Roman and Ottoman influences, and its location on the edge of the Dinaric Alps makes it a gateway to some of the region's most dramatic landscapes. Bosnia Airport nearby has served as a key regional airstrip for decades, often used for glider operations due to the favourable mountain winds.
Captain, Alejandro here. Our current altitude is 20,002 feet, so we are about 15,000 feet above those mountain tops. Everything is under control up here, por favor.
15,000 feet above them. Okay. That's still higher than my Cessna 172 could go. No, wait. Sorry, can you repeat that? You said how high were they?
Captain, we are currently at 90,97 feet, which puts us about 15,000 feet above the mountain tops.
Okay, 15,000 feet. So they're 5,000 feet. So that's my Cessna couldn't go over that. Can go over this. Okay. It just looked like we was way closer than we really were. Unless Alexandro is completely inaccurate. A little bit of this BGM is called the Frozen Descent.
Sorry, over radar 52121, request continuation of ILS flight plan as filed, 121. Sorry, over radar, what further details do you need to assist with the ILS flight plan, 121?
Privateer 121, say again your request. Unable to assist with ILS flight plan without further details. Blue Max 13, Delta Delta, climb flight level 238.
I guess I could put the SIM2 Pro on. I forgot. There we go.
Sarajevo radar, Swiss 8 Golf Lima, flight level 340.
Swiss 8 Golf Lima, radar contact.
Since there aren't any points of interest popping up right now, let me tell you about the closest city, Nin, in Croatia. This city is famous for its impressive medieval fortress, which is one of the largest in Europe. Nin has been a strategic stronghold for centuries, dating back to Roman times, and was even the capital of the Croatian kingdom for a while in the 10th and 11th centuries.
Lufthansa 2 Yankee Charlie, contact
The fortress
Zagrev
sits
radar
atop
on
a steep hill,
126.635.
so from the air, you might catch a glimpse of its massive stone walls snaking along the ridge. People love visiting Nin for its dramatic views, historical
64
significance,
November,
and the legends
contact
of
Sarajevo
kings and
radar
battles that
on
echo through its old stones.
136.05.
Y'all take a look at what we're flying into. Hang on. This is a better view of it. This is what we'll be flying into. We're here. We're flying into this mess. Should be interesting. Go ahead and get in the plane and do the it's pretty calm right now. We'll go ahead and set the approach course and all that kind of good stuff up. See if I can just pull it up here if it'll work. If not, then I'll go on the other screen again. I don't know why these are not seem to be wanting to. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just covering it somehow. Okay.
Turkish 7 Echo Whiskey, runway 12 is not active. Expect the PLS 6 Whiskey arrival and ILS runway 30 approach at LYTV.
Runway 12 is active. It is currently active. We will be landing runway 12, not 30. Co-pilot, be quiet.
What in the world is going on over there? Oh man, that's funny. That was funny. Okay, so. Currently, we're set up on ILS 14, right? Yep. So if that's the case, then our final approach course is 134. Second one for redundancy. In case we need to auto land. Localizer 11175. 11175. 11175, and we'll activate that. It's here. We're gonna also 11175 activated. Boom.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest airport, Bihak Sport Airfield. This airfield is a favorite among glider pilots and aviation enthusiasts in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's known for its scenic surroundings, with the Una River winding nearby and the Dinaric Alps providing a dramatic backdrop. The airfield has hosted various aviation events and competitions, making it a lively spot for anyone who loves the thrill of flight. If you ever want to try soaring like a bird, this is the place locals recommend.
I like to go 100 feet below the glide path. That way I can, in case I'm going a little fast or anything, I don't blow through it and I can kind of hit it a bit easier. Oh, let's take this off. I don't know who this is. It went to the next, it just kind of went to an algorithm. Alright, let's see. I don't think if there's anything else. Like, I feel like we're fully configured right now. I feel like we did a really good job of staying like ahead of the aircraft today. Like I mean, of course we haven't hit the approach yet, but like everything went really good. So far, it's kind of scary. Kind of scary. But no, it's I'm used to like having some kind of deal, but hey, Alejandro, how was the passenger?
Captain, Alejandro here. The passenger is stable and comfortable. I've been attending to their needs and they seem to be managing well for now. Thank you for checking in, eh?
Good job. Very good job, man.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it, eh? I'm just doing my best to keep everything smooth and enjoyable for our passengers.
That's cool. Can you send one of the flight attendants up here with some coffee and some snacks? I'm kind of hungry.
Understood, Captain. I'll send one of the flight attendants up with coffee and snacks right away. Thank you for your patience, eh?
So, is Alexander from Canada or something? I keep saying A. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty nice right now though. Like the everything is like configured. I think. Like I really feel like I'm forgetting something maybe, but.
American 1776. Contact Sarajevo radar on 136.05.
Over the Sarajevo radar on 136.05. American 1776. Sarajevo radar contact. American 1776. Flight level 220. Checking in.
American 1776, Sarajevo radar, identified, Bravo.
Hi.
At our 12 o'clock, just 1 kilometer out, you'll spot the breathtaking Plitvice Lakes National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is famous for its 16 terraced lakes, all connected by waterfalls that look like something out of a fantasy movie. Seriously, if ferries exist, they're probably vacationing here. The park was established in 1949, making it the oldest national park in Southeast Europe. It's a hotspot for nature lovers and photographers, especially in spring, when the water turns the most unreal shades of turquoise and emerald. Legend has it that the lakes were created after a long drought, when the Black Queen took pity on the people and sent down rain until the lakes filled.
Boom. Man, that ray tracing is so good. Shadow can just move across the plains. Okay.
Flight level 140, Airbus 347. American 1776, Sarajevo radar. Contact Zagreb radar on 124.375.
Sarajevo radar, good morning, Global Cargo 34, flight level 430.
Global Cargo 34, Sarajevo radar, good morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me get. I was messing with my cameras, but I felt like something was going on, like, and it was messing with. Okay, so we're not decreasing. Okay, I saw my flaps. I was moving my flaps and stuff on accident because some of the hotkeys are the same as my flap hotkey apparently. We're all good though. I think we're all good. No, I didn't mess with anything. No. We're straight. Okay. We can get back outside the plane now again. We'll just mess with the drone cam, not the other stuff. I need to set up my cams. I was watching Captain Canada earlier, and he's got like some good wing cams that I need to put on here for when you're turning and stuff like that.
Sarajevo radar. Contact Zagreb radar on 124.375.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest city, Slunj, Croatia. This small town is famous for its stunning waterfalls and the old watermills of Rastoke, where the Slunjasica River tumbles into the Korana. People have been living here since Roman times, and the watermills have been grinding grain for centuries. Imagine the original power plants of the region. The area is a favorite for photographers and nature lovers, especially in spring when the waterfalls are at their most dramatic. If you look closely from above, you might even spot the unique way the houses are built right over the rushing water, making it look like something out of a fairy tale.
How much farther we got to go? Let's see. On Sim Toolkit Pro, it says we have 48 minutes, but in a plane like this, 48 minutes it is not long at all, because we should start our arrival soon, and that's when everything starts to get interesting. So if I go here, 200, 200, 200, 200. Okay, so here's where we start to come down at in between Etux and Nitra.
American
So
1776.
where that is on the
Sarajevo
graph.
radar. Contact Zagreb radar on 125.78.
Okay. So that's literally just at the beginning of the arrival. Hi. I got a mental picture. We're gonna. So we'll do is we're about to make a left hand. Oh, we're in the middle of a left hand turn now. Okay. All right. So now after this straightaway, we'll make a right hand turn. Maybe a couple slight right hand turns, and then a major sharp left hand turn, and then we'll get ready to start our descent. And that's when it's gonna get. It'll start getting wild, bunch of turns and everything. I normally don't. We're gonna fly the instrument approach, but because I don't know the airport enough. But I like to fly the departures hand flying. It's kind of fun because some of the departures have lots of like sudden turns and stuff. I mean, the autopilot can do it, yeah, but if you can keep your altitude right and just steer it, it's kind of fun to fly the departures sometimes. This arrival though is not the arrival, the approach. We have, so once we leave the approach, we have the arrival. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, like 4 90-degree turns before.
At our 10 o'clock, about 40 kilometers out, you'll spot the lush green expanse
3 90-degree turns and a 45-degree turn before hitting
This area
the
is
runway.
famous for its beautiful seaside promenades and ancient chestnut forests. Lovren itself dates back to Roman times, and the parks here have been a favorite retreat for centuries. Austro-Hungarian nobility used to stroll these paths in the 19th century, probably plotting world domination, or just complaining about their courses. The park is especially stunning in autumn, when the chestnut trees turn golden, and the air smells like roasted chestnuts from local vendors. From up here, you can see how the park hugs the coastline, offering dramatic views of the sparkling Adriatic Sea.
Zagreb radar, this is American 1776 checking in, flight level 220, or sorry, 200, correction.
American 1776, Zagreb radar identified. Good morning. American 1776, Zagreb radar, contact Ljubljana. Radar on 119.885. Eurowing 68 November, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Eurowing 68 November. Contact Ljubljana, radar 119.885, Eurowing 68 November.
Starship 973 Mike Sierra, Zagreb radar, contact Milan radar on 118.675.
On radar 118.675, Starship 3 Mike Sierra.
I'm sorry, someone's at the door. Let's see.
American 1776, Zagreb radar, contact Ljubljana. Radar on 119.885.
Over to Ljubljana, radar on 119.885. American 1776. Ljubljana, radar, I guess that's how you say it. American 1776, checking in, flight level 2200, correction.
Parks like this are a staple in Slovenian towns, offering a green escape for locals to walk, play, and enjoy the outdoors. From up here, you might notice the carefully maintained lawns and winding paths, perfect for a lazy afternoon or a family picnic. These parks often host community events, from open-air concerts to sports tournaments, and are a favorite spot for kids to burn off some energy.
All right, so we are headed now northwest at toward Bakar waypoint, and we'll make a right-hand turn there, and then things are gonna start getting quick, start happening fast once we get to that waypoint. We won't descend yet, but we will start to, there's a couple turns and things like that that'll get us in position to start our descent. And the descent is actually quite quick if we look at it. The descent goes from so we're at flight level 200, and then we start to descend 5 miles later to flight level 119, but then
Center, Austrian
12 more miles. That was
information, Yankee. Request iFly clearance to Vienna.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Why does this one say
clearance to Vienna via the Europa for uniform departure, runways 34 center, initial flight to 5,000.
I know it means that we have to be above 7,000, but
885, squawk 1000.
Then this one goes back up to flight level
6 Alpha.
12.6. So this altitude is kind of weird. But being bold like that, it might mean that's the minimum. Again. We'll keep an eye on that when we get close, what it does. I'm not really sure what it's going to do there.
American 1776, Ljubljana radar. Contact Milan radar on 122.73.
Over to Milan radar on 122.73, American 1776. Good day. Milan radar, American 1776, checking in, flight level 200.
American 1776, Milan radar identified. Good morning.
At our 12 o'clock, about 5 kilometers out, you'll spot a park known for its waterfall. Locals just call it Cascada. From up here, you might be able to see the shimmer of water as it tumbles down, especially if the sun hits it just right. Waterfalls like this are a favorite gathering spot for families and anyone who enjoys a bit of nature in the city.
Contact Vienna radar on 129 decimal minute 65.
Contact Vienna radar on 129 decimal 965.
Sorry, I had it on that. I had it on that.
Contact approach on 134 decimal
I had it on that computer for no reason. I was thinking about something, and I was like, wait a minute, this is probably the most boringest thing to ever look at. These mountains are pretty cool, though. Let's see, we're still a little bit away from the back car or whatever it's called. But this whole leg was 141 nautical miles, and it's almost done. So we are now at 55 nautical miles away. Keep in mind, 55 miles is not too far when you're going 267. That's airspeed too. Our true ground speed is, or our true airspeed is 354 knots.
Milan radar, beeline 3 November Delta, flight level 360.
Alright, so yeah, about, let's see, how many more miles we got? Plus 55, now it's sorry, now it is 48. Okay. So once we get there, we'll make a left-hand turn, head out toward, whoop. We'll do a little whoop. We'll head out that direction, northwest. What the hell is that? What is that? It sounds like Bigfoot.
Project for Mike descent flight level 200.
It sounded like Bigfoot was flying an airplane.
At our 2 o'clock, about 18 kilometers out, you'll spot the Dolomiti Adventure Park nestled among the dramatic peaks of the Dolomites. This area is a playground for outdoor lovers, with its towering limestone mountains that were formed over 250 million years ago, when this whole region was actually under a tropical sea. Hard to imagine with all that snow. The Dolomites themselves are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for their pale, jagged summits and the way they glow pink at sunrise and sunset, a phenomenon called enrosadera. The park below is a favorite for families and thrill seekers, but from up here, it's the mountains that steal the show. Pilots and aviation fans especially love flying over this region for the constantly changing light and the sheer drama of the landscape.
Two flight sims in 2 days. Nice. I wonder like how much actual foot traffic or stuff like is actually out here, or how many like animals or anything like that's actually out here in the Ellis wood. I mean, I know birds and stuff probably, but like I'm talking about like more like animals, not birds, or humans actually come over some of these peaks and stuff. Or is it just never traversed other than by air?
Milan radar, Easy 87 Kilo Victor, flight level 340.
Easy 87 Kilo Victor, radar contact.
I imagine in the world tour of these valleys is what I'm going to be in the Cessna.
Alpine 567.
I'll probably be flying down through these places and stuff.
Radar on 130.36, fine.
But in the Cessna, this flight that we're taking here would probably be like, it'll probably be like 8 streams. I should have did the world tour in a 737 MAX, shouldn't I? We could have got done a little bit quicker.
American 1776, Milan radar. Expect the Nager 2 Alpha arrival. Descent coming up in about 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Roger, expecting the Netgear 2A arrival for American 1776. Alright, confirmed. We got the Netgear 2 arrival. Perfect. I wonder, will we I wonder will we get a runway change? Because if we get a runway change, that's where it gets really close. Especially if they start vectoring you too, and then you're working in the box, you're getting vectored, you're getting altitude changes because now you're not going directly with the flight plan, and then I have all these mountains around me. It'll get spicy. So hopefully we'll stay on the same approach that we're on now. We shall see.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest city, San Candido, Italy. This charming alpine town is nestled right in the heart of the Dolomites, and it's been around since Roman times, when it was known as Innochen. San Candido is famous for its ancient collegiate church,
AB, do you ever go
to the 8th century.
hiking or anything like that?
Imagine building something that old without
where
power
you're
tools.
at?
The town is a favorite for hikers, skiers, and anyone who loves dramatic mountain scenery. From above, you might spot the patchwork of traditional Tyrolean rooftops and the lush green meadows that surround the
General,
village.
welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, we're flying into say that one more time. I said to you, oh my god, it's a Yeti. It's a Yeti flying a plane. I said, do you like, I was saying, do you like go hiking and stuff a lot, like where you are, because like y'all got like amazing like scenery and stuff? I bet, yeah. I mean, I'm a big, like, I like to go hiking and stuff around here. I mean, we got like mountains and stuff, but not like volcano style mountains, you know what I mean? We just got a bunch of big rocks. just deformed rocks and stuff. But, I can imagine the scenery. Sharky Shark, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are flying an American 1776 over in Europe right now. I know, but I like it. I like the livery, and I like the call sign of American 1776. So that's why we're using it. I might start using Virgin Airwaves though when I'm over here, because it's their call sign is Speedbird. Right now, I think we're over like Slovakia or something. We're just across the. I'll show you on the map. Hang on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. So Italy's here. Austria. We're coming into Austria, I guess. Austria's here. I don't know if we're in France or Switzerland. Maybe we're in Switzerland right now. Kind of hard to tell on this map. Map doesn't give the names very well. World map maybe will give a better one. Maybe Germany? I don't know. Virgin business class also have buff flight attendants, do they?
Request flight level 200, Ryanair 1464.
I just like their call sign, Speedbird.
Climbing flight level 360, Transavia 9 Hotel.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest city, Brunico, Italy. This alpine town is tucked away in the Puster Valley and is famous for its medieval castle, which was built in the 13th century to guard the valley. Brunico is a hub for outdoor enthusiasts, especially those who love skiing in the winter or hiking in the summer. The castle itself is perched on a hill, so from the air you might spot its sturdy stone walls and towers peeking out above the treetops.
Yeah.
The town
Yeah,
is also
I do
known
this
for its colorful
sometimes,
old
yeah.
town center, which looks like a patchwork quilt from above.
Sometimes I fly when I'm off stream too. I just fly with other streamers that's flying in flight sim communities. Like I'll join their stream and I'll fly along with them. I love flying. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a good stream though. Flying. I'm not good at entertaining like that. There's other people that I'll go to their stream and they're doing the exact same thing I'm doing, but it's entertaining because I think it's because there's a lot of chatting going on, right? A lot of people in the chat, so like 100 people or whatever. So maybe there's a lot of different topics to talk about. What we can do then before we get to our arrival is we can do the Flight Simmers remix song before we get to the top of descent and start our descent into the final airport. So enjoy.
Elon Radar, good day. Otherwise 76 with you flight level 350.
Edelweiss 76, Milan radar identified. Good morning.
Yeah, checklist done, I'm ready to ride. XP72's leading, got the crew in line. Simple takeoff, got the vibes on tap. Gear up, flaps one, yeah, we're set for the map. Symphonetic, laughing stream going nuts. It's a plane, not a truck. He's the heart of the skies, yeah, the stream don't stop. From convoys to cockpits, he's still on top. Blue side up, never looking down. We clear for climb, pushing off the ground from short hops to long hauls. We light it up, one crew, one sky, keep the blue side up. Captain Canada bringing crosswinds cold. John Beck is spotting patterns bold. It's MCFI, teacher flares on cue. Flight some gamers call outs coming through.
There's our right hand turn.
On the right hand wing. Chats going wild when they hear that ping. Simple takeoff, looping in the cam. We ain't streamers, we a flight sim fam. Keep the blue side up, never looking down. We clear for
please confirm flight level.
Lufthansa Joe Echo Kilo, Milan radar. Can you please expedite your descent to flight level 370?
Lufthansa 2 Echo Kilo, we are showing 370.
Lights on the
Radar,
laughing through turbulence. All the while, SayIntentions talking, tower saying up. Roger that, we're keeping the blue side up. From cold starts to midnight dreams.
Slay the Spire. I don't know what's Slay the Spire.
Keep the blue side up, never looking down. We're clear for climb, pushing off the ground from short hops to long hauls. We light it up, one crew, one sky. Keep the blue side up.
Hey, what's up, Fizz? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm trying to figure out what this. So is that a roguelike or something? I don't know. I need to look into some roguelike. I don't know. I'm more RPG kind of guy. All right. That is on Spotify. Swerve 256 on Spotify. Slay the Spine. Let me look it up. What is that? Let's see. steam.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest city, Telfs, Austria. Telfs is a charming market town, nestled in the Tyrolean Alps, and it's been around since at least the 12th century. It's famous for its beautiful mountain scenery and traditional Tyrolean architecture. Think wooden balconies overflowing with flowers, and houses that look like they're straight out of a storybook. Telfs is also known for the Schleicherlaufet, a quirky carnival tradition held every 5 years, where locals don elaborate wooden masks and costumes that are both fascinating and a little bit spooky.
That looks like a mobile game. That's Slay the Spire. It looks like a mobile game to me. Kinda. Alright. So yeah, so here we go. We are getting close to the close to our descent now. We are going to, it's gonna start happening pretty quick. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna make a major left-hand bank. Almost a 90-degree bank, basically. Not a 90-degree bank, but a 90-degree turn. I'm gonna bank it probably 30 degree, but and then start our descent. How long is the flight? The flight's about over with now. It was about a 2-hour flight. We took off. At it's a really cool departure too.
American 177, contact Vienna radar on 129.965.
And I'm not really sure exactly. I think it was Montenegro. And then, but we took off, and it was kind of like a circular departure, all the way. And then we've been through these mountains, and it was like lightning and thundering and storms and stuff like that. That's a good point to look at. So
the Maiden.
Oh.
One cleared direct.
That's what it is.
510, 1018, climb level 240.
Okay, so since it's daytime, since it was nighttime over here, I changed it to daytime. So we are not live weather. So there is a massive thunderstorm there right now, but since it's daytime here, we're not seeing that because I have it pushed back a little bit. Banging at 90 degrees. I said banking, bank, like bank, but it's but really we're not doing that. We're gonna do we're gonna be banking at 30 degrees, but turning 90 degrees. I just used the wrong word. Let's see. Alright, look at the map here.
Eurowing 75 November, contact Vienna radar on 129.965.
Contact Vienna radar on 129.965. Eurowing.
I'm supposed to be on Vienna radar too. Vienna radar, this is American 1776 checking in, flight level 200. Hello.
At our 3 o'clock, about 13 kilometers out, you'll spot Luitpold Park in Fussen, Germany. This park is a favorite for locals and visitors alike, offering wide green spaces and beautiful tree-lined paths, perfect for a lazy afternoon or a spontaneous picnic. It was named after Prince Luitpold of Bavaria, who was quite a celebrity back in the late 1800s, and the park has been a gathering place for over a century. From up here, you might notice the neat layout and the way it hugs the edge of Fussen, right near the famous Lech River. People love coming here for festivals, open-air concerts, and of course to stretch their legs after a long Bavarian meal.
All right, we're about to hit our next waypoint, and then the next one is the one that is our 90-degree bank. What's so funny, like, I used to get so mad, like, when I was not streaming this game and I was just learning it. When you would fly these, like, 2-hour flights somewhere, and then something would go wrong and you'd crash into the runway or something. And it's like, I sat here and flew this entire way, and then I can't figure out why this thing won't go down or whatever, you know. Yeah, there was some late nights some of those times. I'd be like stuck up in the middle of up in the air over Atlanta, not being able to come down because I didn't know how to get the plane to come down.
Munich radar, Chanix 9er, November Victor, flight level 360. Chanix 9er, November Victor, radar contact.
Now when we do get into the approach phase of the flight, I will have to be inside the airplane.
Jet 5139er, contact Munich radar on 129.45.
945 for switch jet 5139er, goodbye sir.
Alright, here in just a second we'll start our turn because it's a big turn, so this big plane's gonna have to turn. We're gonna put it right here, I think, to watch the turn. Because this big plane is gonna have to start turning like early. Actually, it's a medium plane. I flew the 7.4 once. Turning that big thing, holy cow. It takes a long time to turn that plane around. And a big radius. Here we go.
American 1776, Vienna radar, contact Munich radar on 133.55.
Oh, the Munich radar on 133.5, American 1776. Munich radar, American 1776, checking in flight level 200 at KPT waypoint.
American 1776, Munich radar identified. Good morning.
Climb flight level 200, direct Oscar Tango Tango, Lufthansa 1 Hotel Uniform.
Munich radar, Lufthansa 1, Hotel Uniform. Please confirm direct to waypoint Oscar Tango Tango.
Lufthansa 1 Hotel Uniform, cleared direct arts. Climb flight level 200.
Cleared direct Oscar Tango Tango, climb flight level 200. Lufthansa 1 Hotel Uniform.
At our 12 o'clock, about 42 kilometers out, you'll spot Thurn and Taxis Park in Bregenz, Austria. This park is a beautiful stretch of green right near Lake Constance, and from the air, you can often see its tree-lined paths and open lawns. The park is named after the Thurn und Taxis family, who were basically the postal service tycoons of Europe back in the day. Think of them as the original express delivery, but with more horses and fewer tracking numbers. The area is a favorite for locals to relax, picnic, or just watch the world go by, and it's especially stunning in spring when everything bursts into bloom.
Lufthansa 411, contact Munich approach on 118.83.
Contact approach on 118.3, Lufthansa 411, choose.
Detail 361, contact Vienna radar on 136.325.
Munich radar, Egypt Air 5061, flight level 380.
Egypt Air 5061, radar contact. Lufthansa 656, Munich radar, contact Munich approach on 118.83. Lufthansa 656, Munich radar, descend flight level 120.
Contact Munich radar, approach on 118.83, Lufthansa 656.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I was talking. It says on the screen up there, it says ETE is 8 minutes and 4 seconds, but there's no way.
Lufthansa 789 on Munich radar, contact Vienna radar on 130.36.
I think I will be. It won't be a long, but. Which one is that, General? Because I would be very interested in that. I've played most of the Zelda games already. But which ones have custom stories?
Radar on 119.2 via Ryanair 907 uniform Mike.
They have like mods and stuff for them or something. I only played it on the Switch. I don't know like you could do mods or anything for that. Or do you mean like me come up with this story?
Swiss 1 Foxtrot Papa, direct Reuters. Cleared for the RNAV runway 25 approach until established.
You hear that? We just powered down. We just throttled down. And we're starting our descent.
At our 1 o'clock, about 21 kilometers out, you'll spot Gebhardt's Park in Konstanz, Germany. This park is a green oasis in the city, and from up here you can see
Hey, Sharky Shark. Hey, I appreciate you coming by, man. We're about to go in there and land this thing.
Early 20th century, and has been a favorite spot for locals to relax, picnic, and enjoy outdoor concerts ever since. It's named after Bishop Gebhardt, who was quite the local celebrity back in medieval times.
I'll have to look into that, General. I didn't know anything about that, so I'll have to look into that because I'm interested in that actually.
When it's bursting with flowers and people are out enjoying the sunshine.
I've always was trying to think of a reason to go back to Breath of the Wild. I've streamed Breath of the Wild. I've streamed the Master Mode, and then I streamed a second Breath of the Wild just for fun, like. So I have a lot of Breath of the Wild on the. I even did the whole the trials and everything, the master trials, not the master trial, the sword trials and all that. So I would be, yeah, if it makes it a different game, then I would definitely think about it. Randomizer or something like that, for sure.
Ryanair 567, descend and maintain flight level 140, next fix to zone, expect 6,000 after descend. Ryanair 567, descend and maintain flight level 090.
It's a nice little flight here. That'd be pretty cool. Is it Nexus Mods that does it too? Do you have information, like, do you know of like a good video or something that if you do, are you in my Discord by any chance? Can you put or send it to me on Discord? If you can, if not, I can Google it. But
American 1776, Munich radar, contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Hi, Papa Victor. Can we get the METAR for Innsbruck, please?
November 95 Papa Victor, Munich radar identified. Good morning.
Good morning, Munich radar. Can we get the METAR for Innsbruck, please?
American 1776, Munich radar, contact Zurich, final approach on 125.33.
over to Zurich, final approach on 125.33, American 1776. Zurich's final approach, American 1776, checking in, flight level 147, descending via the star into runway 14, ILS. Yeah, send the if you have a video or something about it, send it in there and I'll take a look at it and see what I can come up with, because I already got the games. It should be a free deal then. He gave me the ILS 28 shit. Alright, he gave it to us a little late, so we're a little bit off course right now. We'll come back. We're gonna get back on course though right now.
Since there aren't any specific points of interest showing up on our route right now, let me tell you about the closest airport, St. Gallen Altenerheim Airport. This Swiss airport has been around since the 1920s.
Yeah, I just saw it come through. Nice.
On the southern shore of Lake Constance. It's famous for its incredibly scenic approaches, with pilots getting a front row seat to the Alps and the sparkling lake below.
This makes the arrival even crazier, actually. Well, the approach even crazier. Let me make sure I don't have any discontinuities now. If I change this. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, after this turn, we should be back on track then. Nice runway change at the last second. Always gets. Oh, that's always fun on SayIntentions. It's not SayIntentions' fault necessarily though. I was on that Sims planning with SimBrief and stuff, and then I put it on SayIntentions, so it's a different deal. We can stay out here for a little bit, I think. Oh shit, no, we gotta change something. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Hang on, let's do, let me make sure, what is, so, now, so 109.75, oh crap. Alright, so our final approach course now is 273, because we changed runways. That would have been a disaster. .273, and then we need to go here. This is 109.75 now. Alright. You need Simu. Is that just a? So I can get the software. That's no problem. I have the switch too. So either way, I have two switches and. So I can do whatever I need. And this one's 5,000. Oh, the Wii version. Okay.
south.
Swiss 9 at Charlie Kilo, radar contact, climb and maintain 13-13,000.
Climb 13-13,000, Swiss 9 at Charlie Kilo.
American 1776, Zurich final approach, cleared, negative 2 Alpha, Amari 28 transition into Zurich.
Since there aren't any
Cleared the Negro to Alpha, Amy 28 transition into Zurich, American 1776.
she neighbors Zurich, but it has its own unique charm. Winterthur is known for its impressive collection of museums. There are more than a dozen, including the Swiss Science Center Technorama, which is basically a playground for anyone who loves gadgets and experiments. The city dates back to Roman times, and you can still spot remnants of ancient walls if you know where to look. Aviation fans might be interested to know
Are the
that
graphics the
Winterthur
same
played a
as on the
role in
Switch?
early Swiss aviation history, with several pioneering flights taking off from nearby fields in the early 20th century.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Turn right 155 vectors to the ILS 28 approach. We're just going to stay on the approach course. That's fine. We're not going to do the vector. We're going to stay on the final approach via the chart.
Thank you for your cooperation, and we will be landing shortly. Gracias.
American 1776, turn right heading 175. American 1776, 7 miles from CN28. Turn right heading 180, descend altitude 5,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 approach.
I'll ensure the crew checks that everyone is seated and has fastened their seatbelts.
Transavia 54 Echo contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
133.05 for Transavia 54 Echo.
We are now beginning our final approach into Zurich.
Edelweiss 332, climb flight level 280.
Until we arrive at the gate.
Climb flight level 280, Edelweiss 332.
Seats are in their full upright position and
Edelweiss 332, climb flight level 330.
Thank you for your cooperation, and we will
Alright, we're about to start getting the plane configured for the landing. Flap 1. Alright, let's get back in the cockpit. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So we're at flaps 1 right now. We have 1 degree of flaps out. We can't have any more flaps because you see the speed here is in red, these red barber pole looking thing. That means that that's too fast for that. It'll basically damage it. So I can't go any higher on the flaps right now. Flaps basically make it to where you can fly slower. It's more drag on the airplane, so more fuel, but you can fly at a slower speed and stay in the air. And each of these green things here is each of my flap settings, basically, coming in. And this is the speed I'm supposed to be at. So I'm going to give a little bit of speed brakes. Slow me down a little bit, because we're coming in hot. So I put these things on. See these spoilers coming up? I just put those on. We're going to slow this plane down a little bit. Let's go another notch flaps. It wasn't ready for it yet. The computer will block it. It wasn't ready. Now I put another notch in and you can see it coming in now. That buzzing is because I'm at 15 notch flaps, but no gear down. So let me put the gear down. All right, now we are basically on our straightaway kind of forward. So I'm gonna put the localizer on. Now we have the localizer here. That's that number we was putting in on the radio down there. Got the localizer. And now we got the glide slope is in white, so we're waiting to hit the glide slope. Another notch of flaps. 25. And we can go ahead and hit 30 notch, 30 flaps. We're fully configured for landing now.
Climb track 7120, Swiss 1376.
Swiss 1376, climb flight level.
Put the other autopilot on. So now we got both autopilots on.
220, Swiss 1376.
And we need to look for the runway now.
American 1776, contact Zurich Tower on 118.1.
Departure Charlie.
Over the tower, 118.1. American 1776. Zurich Tower, American 1776, checking in flight level altitude 5,900 feet, descending via the star. Via the star.
Cessna 2 Juliet Golf, contact departure on 125.955. 125.4.
American 7070, Zurich Tower, American 7076 is about to be on the glide slope for runway 28.
Request to climb to our cruise level.
American 1776, Gruesi, runway 28, cleared for the ILS approach. Winds 140 at 7.
Clear runway 28, cleared for the ILS, American 1776. I still don't see the runway. Let me see if I can set up in the flight in the. Set up a little bit on that there.
Hotel Bravo Delta Golf Zulu.
I do
Winds
not have the
180 at
airport
7.
in sight.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
2500.
Hotel Bravo Delta Golf Zulu.
No runway in sight yet.
American 1776, winds 140 at 7. Runway 28, cleared to land.
Runway 28, clear to land, American 1776.
Departure for Edelweiss 232, good day.
No runway.
Swiss 2083, winds 180 at 7. Runway 34, cleared to land.
Not seeing it.
34 cleared to land, Swiss 2083.
No, I see nothing.
Swiss 64 Echo, contact departure on 125.33.
Contact departure on 125.33, Swiss 64 Echo.
Hotel Bravo, Quebec Juliet Golf, ready for straight out departure.
Hotel Bravo Quebec Juliet Golf, winds 180 at 7, runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
I do not see the airport yet.
For takeoff 28, Hotel Bravo Quebec
That's
Juliet
unnerving. Wait. No, I don't see it yet.
Hotel Bravo Delta Golf Zulu, contact departure, good day. Over to departure, Hotel
Alright,
Bravo
we're
Delta
land
Golf Zulu.
3, we're auto landing. I have no idea where the runway is.
1,000.
Edelweiss 215, welcome to Zurich.
I'm low-key
Contact
terrified
ground
right
on
now.
121.905.
121.905, Edelweiss 215.
Zurich Tower, hello, Alpine 15 Delta Golf.
Runway is in sight. I see the runway.
15 Delta Golf.
No, wait, do I? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the runway. I see the runway. We got the runway. Alright, runway's in sight.
Hotel Bravo Quebec Juliet Golf, contact departure.
Feet on the rudders.
400.
Okay, switching to departure, Hotel Bravo Quebec Juliet Golf.
300. 200.
Maintaining visual separation, Piper Alpha Charlie Tango.
Piper Alpha Charlie.
Butter.
121.905, Piper Alpha Charlie Tango.